Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at several different things, including what the special day is going to be that we were talking about a few videos back when Niantic said, well, we're going to have an hour period in which a special Pokemon is going to be spawning, and well, we have that information, as well as the next community day on February 22nd is going to be Rhyhorn, folks. That's right, the votes are in, and that is the winner. Now, I did power this one up a couple weeks ago, a little while ago, and people were like, don't celebrate too early or anything now. It was a 100, so I mean, it's a win-win. I could still put it into Rhyperior, even if it did not get that community day, but it was quite evident and obvious that we were going to be getting this, so here we are, as well as Niantic giving us a Sinnoh celebration, in which you're going to be able to get Sinnoh Pokemon and Sinnoh Stones, because, well, from Rhydon to Rhyperior, you're going to need that stone. So if there's people out there who don't really have too many, well, they're going to be in a bit of trouble come community day, when they're not even going to be able to evolve their Rhydons into Rhyperiors if they don't even have a stone. Yes, there is people out there that don't have any. Now, this is going to be going down February 22nd at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, that is going to be from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. your local time. Rock Wrecker is going to be the move. We know this, right? We're also going to be getting 3 times catch Stardust. So that is going to be catch. Pokemon from your incense, Pokemon from lures, Pokemon in the wild, but not Pokemon from eggs. You can also get Pokemon in your task history. So if you have those stacked up, maybe you're, stop for lunch or something during the community day. If you have a star piece on or not, you can go ahead and catch all of those, as well as adding that Stardust up really nice. And for the evolved Pokemon, you'll be getting even more weather boosted Pokemon, even more, so keep on the lookout for those. There's not really much to go over, folks. There's nothing regarding the eggs, so I'm not going to tell you to hatch your eggs before this starts, so you can incubate fresh sets when community day starts, because there's nothing else to be had other than that catch dust. So just make sure you basically stack up on Sinnoh Stones. I don't know exactly how you're going to do this. Maybe by battling if you do not do this, because you have the chance of getting those through that, as well as just getting lucky in your breakthrough boxes, basically. Because when we do get that Sinnoh Stone evolution event, they're going to be dropping quite a few more, I would assume, for people to collect. And we're going to be getting Tornadus tomorrow for the next legendary raid. If you have not seen my guide already, I'll put a card at the top as well as the end of the video so you can see the counters. And then we're also going to be having Lickitung Raid Day, if you haven't heard, as well as Chansey. This is going to be a big month, as well as Shiny Riolu coming for the eggs. Now, should you hold off for now? Hold on to your incubators and just wait for this event. I mean, that's still quite a bit of time away, but honestly, if you're free to play and you're just holding on to incubators for some sort of good event, I would say then is going to be the time when they do release that Shiny Riolu, because not only is that one going to be in the eggs, also you have a chance of Gibbles hatching out of the 7-kilometer eggs during this event. So it's going to be a big one, and honestly for myself, I am going to go crazy just to see what we can do here. Now, when they did release the Shiny Regionals in the 7-kilometer eggs, I went hard for a little bit and then I stopped dramatically. I saw the odds were ridiculous and I cut it right then and there, and I was like, I'm done. But for this one, I think it might be different. We're talking about Shiny Gibble and Shiny Riolu, and they know this. They're going to capitalize on it. Speaking of the eggs that we currently just had, Darumaka was what we were trying to get, and now it can be in the wild. Wow, that was a horrible egg event that they did just have. As well as Shiny Onyx in the wild. So this is going to be going down February 4th from 6 to 7 p.m. Onyx will appear more frequently in the wild during this hour. And if you're lucky, you might encounter a Shiny Onyx. So Shiny Steelix does look quite amazing. Quite an odd Pokemon to throw out here, just random, but I'm not complaining. Pretty interesting. It's going to be for 1 hour. It's going to be spawning in the wild. And we have no other information at this time, but prepare for Shiny Onyxes to be in the wild. Quite amazing. All right. Now, taking a look at my Minccino task day. Now, I didn't make a video until now. Let's go ahead and talk about it. This is my first one. First task. And I was able to get my Shiny right there. That's it. Dex entry, folks. So the stats, is this thing good? It has Pound and Charm for the quick move. And then for the charge move, it has Hyper Beam, Thunderbolt, and Aqua Tail. So it goes from horrible to bad to not that great as far as the charge moves are concerned. Charm, of course, is a good move against the things that it's super effective to. But it doesn't have great energy. this thing is not that great. I'm sure possibly in a cup in the future for the Silph Arena, some crazy rule that they might have that this might just all of a sudden appear as something you might want to use. But taking a look at the top counters that it can go up against: Altaria, Alolan Marowak, Sphylis, of course Sphylis, because I mean it's Dragon and Dark. Also good against Haunter because it's a normal type, and usually people go with Shadow Punch and Shadow Ball and not the Sludge Bomb option. But if it did have Sludge Bomb, it's not going to win. And it can win against an Altaria with a shield. I mean, you can literally take off both of its charge moves right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, and it's just going to be simply charming it down. I mean, that's just a charm user. Any charm user can do that, so nothing too special. It was fun, I suppose, just had good odds. I was able to find, let's see, 5 of them. We'll take a look here. So hatching all my eggs and then collecting all my tasks. What I did was stack up all the shinies in my research task, and I just went back and I was going to catch them all here in just a minute. So we are going to be hatching, I do believe, the rest of our eggs from this event. So we were able to complete 78 of these, technically 79 because I have one still left that I need to complete. As a matter of fact, I've been so busy today, I haven't even done my stamp. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing over here, so not bad. And then I did just evolve the one. I haven't really been too concerned about it. I got the shinies, we're looking good, I had fun. It was really just a relaxed day. I felt really tired and exhausted. I still do. You could probably tell in my voice. I was also able to get a full odds Zigzagoon, and then when I came home later that night, my Go Plus found yet again another shiny Magikarp at my house. That's like probably the 6th shiny in the past, I don't know, month and a half. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. Ever since they changed up these spawns, we've been looking good over here. Before I just had the one, and it was actually very lucrative regarding shinies for me in that one little spawn, as a matter of fact. But when you up it to about 6 spawns, your odds increase when you just sit here and have the Go Plus on all day. Now, taking a look at my Scrafty. Now, all right. I had the plan of maxing this out, right? It's a lucky one. But what I wanted to do initially was bring it to the Great League level 1500 and then just test it out there. I don't care about the IVs. We'll max it out. I just wanted to test it out in the Great League. But I was like watching something or distracted, and I powered up past it, just like I did with my Tropius. But it's okay because it's not like a dire situation. I was going to max it out anyways, and after I did that, I was like, you know what? Let's just throw the rest of the rare candies in here and just do it. I did go up against my friend Dark last night, and the performance in the Ultra League for it was good. It feels like it can take hits. It's dishing out great damage. The movesets are pretty interesting. I did not go up against a Giratina or anything like that, but he kind of had an idea after I started battling him what I was using, so he kind of worked around it. But for the most part, it performed pretty good, and I'll be bringing you guys a video in the future next time. I just wanted to initially try out those practice rounds and see how it did perform there. As you can see, it's beating the Giratina. I mean, and that is with counter. As long as it's getting to those snarls, you'll be looking good because of the dark typing resisting the ghost type. So pretty nice, right? I can't wait to test it out even more in the Go Battle League. But the only bad thing about this Pokemon is dark and fighting. It's going to have to really look out for those charm users. It's just going to get ripped apart in a matter of seconds. In the Great League, in the Ultra League, you'll have a little bit more time to think about it, but at the same time, not too much to just sit out there and take those charms like that. So it is going to be paired up good with possibly steel and poison types, but I don't really, not too much steel because, well, it's also going to be weak to fighting. So yeah, well, we'll figure out some better team compositions for it later on, and I'll bring you those videos. But as of now, taking a look at Pvpoke, as it's going to be performing with actually Snarl going up against the Alolan Marowak. Now, you're definitely going to want counter. Absolutely one of the best moves, but Snarl gives you advantages, specific advantages when you're going up against things that are weak to Snarl, obviously, as opposed to going up against a ghost, you know, with counter. But it's such a good move, counter. It can gain energy so quick for you to get off those charge moves. So I liked it, and yeah, we'll be taking a look more in the future as to how it's performing. I did put all those rare candies into it. I plan to do this. as well as walking it. When you give Pokemon a Poffin, it cuts down the distance, and it really does make it a lot easier to accumulate candies. Obviously not like massive amounts, but still every little bit helps. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, trainers, please give it a big thumbs up. And like always, I will continue to bring you the videos that you want to see. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.